Hello everybody, welcome to week 1 of HTML and CSS. So in this class we're going to be learning how to create websites using, you guessed it, HTML and CSS. Now your first question is probably what is HTML and what is CSS. So starting with HTML, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Now that might sound kind of fancy, but all HTML does is tell your web browser, so for example Google Chrome or Safari or Firefox, to display some stuff. And that stuff might be images, might be text, it might be a button. In the end, it creates a web page. HTML forms the backbone, the building blocks of all the websites that you have ever visited without you even realizing it. So let's take a look at an example. Here we have Tesla's website, and you can do this at home. If you press Control and U, it will actually bring up all the code, all the HTML for this website. And as you can see, Tesla's website has some text, it has some links that go to other web pages, it has some buttons, and in the background it has all of these images. All of that is being put in place by HTML. Now the next question is, what is CSS? So I have an extension here that will remove the CSS from all the websites that I visit. So if I go ahead and activate that extension, as you can see, what we get is a very bare bones version of Tesla's website. Everything is still here, all the links, all the text is still here. If we scroll down, even the images are still here. But without CSS, the text, the images don't know where to go and they don't know what to look like. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. And what it does, it stylizes our HTML code. It tells these images where to go, and it gives the text different fonts and different sizes. So in other words, HTML puts all of the content onto a website, and CSS stylizes it and makes it look nice. So it's important to realize that HTML and CSS are two different things. Websites could function without CSS, but they could not function without HTML. Now we will learn about CSS a few weeks into the class, but the first few weeks focus just on HTML. Okay, so now that we know what HTML and CSS are, we can go ahead and code our first website. So the first thing that we need is a place to write the code, and in this class we are going to be using Repl.it. So in order to use Repl, we need to make an account. So if you search up Repl.it and go over to their website, using a email, password, and an appropriate username, you can go ahead and make an account. So once you've made an account and signed in, you should be on Repl's homepage. Go ahead and open the sidebar and go to My Repls. We're going to make a folder for each week of class. There are 8 weeks of class, so go ahead and click New Folder, name it Week 1, and keep going until you have Week 8. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to do that. Okay, so now that we have 8 weeks of folders, this week is week 1, so go ahead and open that. And you're going to want to click New Repl. So your screen might not look like this, but basically scroll down amongst all the languages until you find HTML, CSS, and JS. And you can name the project what you like, but I suggest just naming it week 1. Okay, once you're done with that, you should be on a screen that looks like this. And as you can see here, there's some text, and this is HTML. So the first line of any HTML document is this right here, doc type HTML. And all this line really does is tell the computer that, hey, this file is an HTML file. We should never have to touch this first line of code. Now the next line is something called a tag. So in this case, it is an HTML tag. And as you may have noticed, there is a beginning to the tag right here and an ending to the tag right here. And all that means is that everything between those 2 points is HTML code. Now there are a few more tags within this document, but the 2 main ones are the head tag here and here, and the body tag right there. For this week, we don't have to worry about the head tag, so we can actually just go ahead and delete everything that is within it. However, the body tag is where all of the content of our website is going to go. So our first website is going to be Hello World. We just want the website to say Hello World on it. So if we wanted to, we could just go into the body tag and type the words Hello World. Go ahead and click Run, and bam, there you go. However, let's say that we wanted to have Goodbye World on the next line. If we hit Enter and type in Goodbye World, and then click Run, as you can see, despite the fact that there is a break between Hello World and Goodbye World in the HTML document, there is not one on the website. So how do we fix that? We're going to use something called a paragraph tag. So what we can do is open bracket, P for paragraph, and then on the other side where we want the tag to end, /P, and then close it. And if we hit Run, as you can see, there is a break between Hello World and Goodbye World. So congratulations on making your first website, technically. You guys probably want to have more than just some random text floating around in your website. You guys will want to have photos and videos and buttons and all that good stuff. And that's what we're going to be teaching you guys in the next 8 weeks here. So thank you very much for watching, and we will see you in class.